Hello, outside world. I am Zach. Bear with me. This is one of my first videos. Uh, since I was a kid in high school making stupid shit on YouTube. I have a 2005 Kawasaki Vulcan 500. Currently with modified Ninja exhaust. All you have to do is add 1 3/4 to it, to any Ninja aftermarket kit, and it'll slap right on your Vulcan and make it sound way better than any other Vulcan out there. Cause yeah, fuck that. Sounds like two 250s racing each other instead of an actual 500. Don't know why it sounds like that, but maybe it's just displacement, blah blah blah, running my mouth. Anyways, got some aftermarket carbs from Amazon, and they were $106 each. They're extremely nice. They're technically Keihin PWK, but the brand on Amazon was Nibby. Anyways, so they're actually pretty good carbs. They're semi-round slides. Syncing them up and making a custom throttle linkage was actually rather easy. I have had an issue with snap throttle though, because the power jet is way up here on the top. So it has to travel through this with vacuum. So if you quickly open the throttle and just snap it right up, it doesn't travel fast enough. So your engine will either bog or run lean or actually fucking stall, which mine does if I do it quick. So, but if you twist the throttle just a little bit and then go, it's perfectly fine because it gives it enough time. So that's something that's really annoying stock. So there's actually a quick way to fix that. You can buy these little tiny check valves. You can hook it up like right here, anywhere on the fucking hose, and it'll hold fuel right up there and fix your snap throttle issue. Now another thing is with these fucking carbs, I don't know why, but this right here is a brass cap over the actual power jet. This brass cap looks exactly like stock fucking power jets. They sit in the exact same thread and everything. So actually was rather upsetting because I was like, what the fuck? I ordered these to try and do my tuning at the top end because my bike revs to 12,000. Well, 11,500 like it should instead of 9K, because fuck that. Anyways, so these clearly do not fit down in the hole where the actual jet is. The actual jet inside is a slot head jet, which means it doesn't have the nub around the top. It's just all one diameter across the whole length of it. So you can probably find one seller for those on Amazon. I found some scooter parts website that sells them, but you may have to drill this out a little bit because they have a nub on the end. But the one seller on Amazon has 2 sets of packs of 4. One that's a smaller set, one that's a larger set. I'm waiting on both to come to try this, because the stock power jet is really fucking tiny and it's not numbered, so I don't even know what it is. So I was rather upset with how little tuning I could do at the top end, since there are only around 8 jets to go leaner or richer, or maybe just richer depending on how they're set up. I need to measure them because it wasn't very descriptive on Amazon. But I know a little bit about physics, not a lot, but I was messing around with a few things and I realized that if you take the actual little main jet out from inside under the cap, you can actually have open fuel flow from the tube directly down in here. And if you change the plug up top into these, I'm pretty sure you can actually use it as a Venturi, just like this is. So what'll happen is, depending on the size of the power jet that you have up here, it'll let more air pull in through this slot to pull more fuel past this Venturi. So it's using this as a Venturi instead of a pump. So I believe if you're not able to find the slot head jets and you end up getting these because they're cheap and actually really good, all you really need to do is just take out the internal jet, take off the cap, and then pop these on and start tuning it that way. Just make sure you get a check valve, because you gotta have fuel up there to even do snap throttle in the first place. But you know, up at the high end, just riding normally, these carbs have been amazing. The response feels really good, besides my snap throttle issue that I'm fixing now. But yeah, this is my first video on this. I'm actually trying to bother the manufacturers, Keihin and PWK or whatever. I'm trying to get their R&D numbers, because the stock paper diagrams that come with these has all the options for the power and small jets, or the main and small jets, sorry, but it has nothing for the power jet, just that it says that it has one. Nothing else. I mean, you know, I did buy it off Amazon through a secondary party called Nibby, but you know, I'm trying to do what I can to maybe help everyone out with this, because I was really confused and really upset at first when I bought the stock style power jets and saw that they only fit in the fucking cap instead of actually inside. So I'm about to do a little bit of experimenting with that to see how easy and how well it works for tuning with that, and I'll probably make a second video on how it affects and what jetting would probably be best to get the best effect if for some reason it ends up getting to a point where the Venturi is not functional, or if it's overly functional because of how the air and fuel is compressing through, or whatever. Well, just the air at that point, because it'd be pulling through the top. But anyways, let me know if you guys have any other questions in the comments, and let me know what you think. And you know, stay safe out there and stay dry in Florida, because it's a 100% chance of rain right now. Yay, pool's already almost overflowing.